are, by following our dreams, following our course, we actually find the virtues behind manliness. We find the virtues behind masculinity. We find the virtue in our identity. Better men choosing to be self-dependent, to create a life that is built around your ideas, your goals, your dreams, and to become the man that you know you are capable of becoming, to become larger than life, to be a part of something that's bigger than you, to be a part of something that has true purpose, a true meaning that not only influences your life, but is an example to other people. It's a higher calling, man. It's a higher purpose. Not everyone's going to live up to that standard, but not everyone's going to be able to enjoy the privilege of living up to the standard of a better man. And that's the aim of this channel, is for men to begin to equip themselves with the mindset, the perceptions, the beliefs that remove them from the box of society, where we start thinking bigger than the box. We realize that we've been trapped, and it's time to escape the injustice and ground ourselves in the very root of manliness, what it means to be a true man, not some chauvinistic asshole, but the very characteristics that a man embodies. And we want meaning. We want purpose. Damn it. We know the men that have midlife crises, the men that are just miserable and stuck in miserable lives. They have no true meaning. They have no true purpose. And damn it, I don't ever want to be that person. For years, I thought I had to live up to some standard, some fairy tale dream-like American dream that is pushed upon us. And I don't know if it's so intentional or unintentional by those around us, by our loved ones or acquaintances. I think that's just what they've bought into. I believe there is an agenda from the government or higher up or what have you, but I read the other day, or listened to a podcast, I can't remember, that our lives, our worlds are dependent upon us as individuals. So I can't blame how I was taught, how I was raised. I can't blame the narratives pushed upon me. I believe at a few points in our lives, we wake up. We have the ability to wake up. And we realize, hey, maybe this is bullshit. And we can either accept that bullshit, or we can take the hard road, the dirt road, the muddy road, the road less traveled. And it's difficult. It's an arduous journey to traverse. But when we choose to take it, that's when we find some liberty, some freedom, some meaning, an identity. It struggles. It's up and down. There's fights. There's battles. But in those, we actually become the men that we were created to be. We find who we are. We test our mettle. We find our strength. We find our courage. We find our weaknesses, and that's scary as hell. That sucks. But as men progressing, we have the intellect to know that we need to work on those weaknesses and develop them into strengths. Life is hard. It's difficult. And I believe in finding some meaning through self-dependency, through self-reliance, by testing who we are, by following our dreams, following our course. We actually find the virtues behind manliness. We find the virtues behind masculinity. We find the virtue in our identity. I don't want to live a less than life. I don't want to follow someone else's standards. Even if it's hard as hell, even if it's scary, even if it's difficult, even if it's frustrating. I mean, I want to become the man that I'm capable of. We all have the capacity to live larger than life lives, man, where there's meaning, where there's purpose. We dream of it. We think about it at work. We envision it. And the only thing stopping it is that we're not fully self-reliant. We're not fully self-dependent. And that's a hard pill to swallow, because we think we're men. I'm a man, by God. But there's all these weaknesses, and it almost is counterintuitive. But if we can go to work, we'll show up one day at a time, man, one step, just improve myself, one area of my life, and build upon that. Other areas, man, it's going to overlap into other areas. Just decide that you want to be a badass man. And it's a journey that not every man takes. A lot of people will put on this show and facade, but that's bullshit, man. Not everyone's putting in the work to become better. Not everyone's doing the necessary requirements to find meaning, to find the purpose behind your existence. And again, it's going to be different for everyone. I don't know who you are or what you're supposed to do or your talents or gifts or drive, but I know there's something within you. You know it, you felt it. And it's time we begin to explore that, begin to discover who we truly are, become self-dependent, never pointing fingers, never blaming others, because that, in essence, as all the self-help books say and the self-gurus, it still is our responsibility. It really does. Taking ownership of your life, man, even though other things are, there's validity in excuses, there's validity in the world and all the isms that come along with it, trying to push down men, but still doesn't give me any ownership or any power to actually begin to kick ass and control and direct my own life. You're a man. You're powerful, created to conquer, to explore, to discover, to expand. One boot in front of the other. Take the necessary actions, and you're going to get there. And hell, if you never do, the process was one hell of a ride, and you still got to enjoy the characteristics of being a man. You guys will hear from me next video.